Hey guys, it's Rachel again, and we're back with a story time. Now, a few things. So this weekend, I will be going to Kansas City. I'm going there because my little sister has a dance competition. So, there may be some little clip bits of it on Sunday when I upload again, and hopefully I can get a video up by then, because I know we get back on Sunday. So it may just mostly be a vlog kind of dealio and clip bits, but I will try to upload, okay? Now, into the story, because this story time is kind of like, I don't know, I was with my friend, and it was like at my old house, because I used to live on a farm. And so, we jumping right into this story, okay? So, flea flipper flopping. We had this like little blue house, and like we had a couple houses in that little, because it was like a really small little town. And so we had like bought a couple houses around the neighborhood, and like, or town, whatever you want to call it. So my friend and I made this little blue house our like little fort, and we would like, because we were trying to become animal rescuers, but I don't know if we were really rescuers after this. So, we're like on our like walk. We're walking around because normally there's like animals running all around that town. So it's like, you know what? We'll probably find one. We'll find one. We can save it. We can keep it. We're animal rescuers. We'll put it back at our little fort that was like awful and nasty. But you know, the neighborhood is small. Everybody is just sometimes, or they're just really nice. There's really no in between. So there was this house, and there's like a park that is like, they tried to add things, but no, it did not look any better. It just looked like, obviously you could tell the old from the new. And so we like walked around this town, and like we could not find any animals for the life of us. Like we saw a cat, and we're like, let's go get it. But we couldn't, because the owner called it in, and they're like, get in here, kitty cat. And we're like, oh, okay, well that's awkward. You own that cat. So, we're walking around, and we see, it's like really, like the sun is setting at this point. And we just been out there like since maybe 3. And because I think it was a Friday, and we like just got out of school or something. So we're walking around, and we see this cat. There was a couple of them hanging out, and so we were like, let's get it. It's by this lady's garage, but we can get it. Because it was like a really old looking house, and like they had this weird garage setup. It was like where it has like a roof, but there's like no garage door, so you just kind of pull in and pull out. And anyways, she had like these hedges in front of it, or whatever, giant bushes that looked like hedges. Really, I don't know if hedges are like more of the smaller. Anyways, so we're just like trying to get to like the cats. Like we're freaking carrying around this like, litter box that like, it was clean. I hope, because we found that litter box. But it was clean according to us. I think we might have washed it out. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. I was like, okay, you go that way, I'll go this way. We'll trap it. We'll make it where we have to catch it. And so, us and our, we were like 10 or 12 minds were like, we can do it. It's okay. We're just saving the world. No, we were not saving the world. So, we tried to catch those cats, and they ran. Of course, that's what cats do, especially if they live outside. And it was like very embarrassing, and then we thought we heard someone. Okay, and mind you, it's pretty dark, like, so I go in the garage because that's where the cat was, and so this light like flicks on in the garage, and I'm just there like, no, please, no, Jesus, please. I was thinking, oh God, oh gosh, someone is finally coming out. They saw us probably trying to get their cats, and now they're gonna like freaking kill us. No, they didn't. It was an automatic light, and I was just like, thank you, God, thank you, thank you for blessing me today and not letting me die by some stranger. But okay, so I told Jaden, I was like, you know what? Let's come back, and when it gets like even more dark, and we'll try it again. So we go to the park, and like as soon as we get to the park, we see this guy get in the truck and drive off. And I was like, we saved ourselves by leaving. Like, we could have died, but we didn't. Okay, probably not. Those people probably would have been like, what are you doing, children? But, okay. So it gets to later now. And I'm ready. I'm ready to go. We give the look like, you ready? I'm ready. And we go. We go back to that cat place, and the cats are like chilling on the porch. And so we're just like, okay, should we like go up there and like get the cats, or what if someone sees us? So my friend and I decide we gotta save those cats because they clearly need saving. So we go up to the porch, and we tried, but the cats ran. They ran. They would not let us catch them, okay? And I was like, rude first. So now, my friend and I, we're just like, what do? We need to save a cat. They must belong to this lady or something. And so, my friend, she's like, I'll knock at the door. And I'm there like, okay, well that's kind of a good idea, but what if like the person kills you? She knocks on the door, and I was like, I'm gonna stand over here and like kind of hide behind these bushes in case anything goes wrong. I can save you. And like, how? Like, I seriously had a flip phone at this time because I decided to crack my phone case screen thing. Yeah, I got stuck with a flip phone. So I have this little flip phone, and I'm like, we're good. I'll call my dad if we need anything. We're good. Like, so she goes up to the door, and she's got that freaking little litter box, and it's like this red burgundy color, and she knocks on the door, and this person answers. I was like hiding behind the bush, and I was like, oh God, what's happening? And they're like, want to come in? And because she had like explained about the cats thing, and like she said, oh, come inside. And I was like, it was in October. I remember that much because of what this lady did. So she goes in, and I'm out there like, stranger danger, is my friend gonna come back or is she gonna die? And so I'm waiting out there, and like so much time goes by. It's like 10 minutes now, and I'm like, okay, so maybe she's chopping her up and killing her right now? Like, what could possibly be happening? Are they negotiating about a cat? Like, is the lady like, oh yeah, those cats are crazy, they live around my house? Or is she killing my friend as we speak? Just kidding. As I sit there behind a freaking bush trying to be like, here kitty. No, those cats would not come to me. So my friend finally, like after 15 minutes now, comes out, and she's like, Rachel? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, you want to come in? This lady's like telling us stuff. Come on, come in. She's like informing me. And so I was just like, I grabbed my phone. I made sure the number was ready to call. And I was like, yeah, I'll come in. Let's go. And so we go in. And this lady, the first thing she does, like, she is an older woman in her house. I, like, look around, and there's, like, all these little cat things. Like, this is the definition of a crazy cat lady. She's got all these little cat figurines and cats. Actual, like, they're all in there, too. And, like, I was just like, hi. we're trying to steal your cat. No, I did not say that, but that's exactly what I was thinking. So we go in there. Whew, thought I was gonna die. The old lady's like, oh, would you like a Kit Kat? Because it was around Halloween, so she was like giving out candy. That's why I said it was in October. Okay, sorry. Anyways, I take a Kit Kat because I'm hungry. So I ate that Kit Kat, and she's like, so I hear you want one of my cats. And I was like, yeah, that'd be cool if we could have one. I see you have a lot of them. And she's like, well, I was talking to your friend here, and, well, I just really need to talk to a parent first. And I was like, me, being the little 12-year-old or 10-year-old I am, wanted that cat. And so I was like, my parents would be okay with it. Trust me, we have room. They're okay with it. Like, they said we could have a cat. Like, you don't need to ask my parents. And she was like, I'd feel better if I talked to one of your parents. And I'm like, oh God, oh Jesus. I know my papi gonna say no. I know my mommy gonna say no. So I was like, are you sure? Because I know they'd probably be okay with it. And she's like, I just would feel better if I talked to them. And I pulled out my phone very slowly. Very slowly. I called my papi up, my mommy up. I called them and I'm like, hi guys. There's this lady who said we could have her cat, and is it okay with you, basically, is what I said. But I said, like, she will give us one of her cats, and no. My mommy does not want kitty cats because she's like, stinky. And I mean, okay, yeah, I understand. Some animals just really are stinky, but it's okay. I still love cats. Blah, 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 blah. So, Lord help us. I'm like crossing my fingers. I'm like, I would take care of the cat, Dad. Please, like, Mom, Dad, please just let me have it. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm like, God, please give me this cat. And she's like, well, here, let me talk to him. And so they're talking, and me and my friend are sitting there like, the lady hangs up, and she's like, well, your dad said I better not let you have one. And I was just like, we wanted that cat. So here's what me and my friend did after hearing the rejection of a no and the lady saying she wasn't going to give us cat. So we left and we thanked her for the candy. And then we tried to get our cats again. And it did not work. So I was like, you know what? Let's go home. Like, I'm tired. I'm hungry again because that Kit Kat did not satisfy my needs. And so we're going. And mind you, okay, where my house is, there are no street lamps because there's like this long road and the street lamps, or I hope that I'm calling them the right thing. There's like one right before we cross this creek, and it's like a road and gravel, but there's like a creek on both sides. But before we cross it, there's like one last light, and it's like a orange, really low dimmy one kind of deal thing. And so we like have our crap, that stinking litter box, and we're walking back, and I was like, wow, I wish we would have got a cat and stuff. And we're like talking about how we wish we got that cat. Meanwhile, I think my phone died because I was like on one battery because after she made that stinking phone call. So I was like, and I mean, flip phones don't have flashlights, so that doesn't help. Anyways, we're getting ready to go. It's like completely dark out. You can't see the road as we're walking to my house now. And it's far away. Like, I don't know, 3 buses, school buses, like far away. And so, maybe 4, I don't know. I'm not good at measuring, okay? Okay, anyways. We're walking up across this creek. Like, past it, you know? And there's like all this forest and trees and bushes, so you can't really see down there, but there's water. And I was always just scared that there was like crocodiles or whatever, even though obviously, Rachel, there's not. But we're walking through, right? And we hear these voices. And it's like getting darker. Like the first little, like a third of it, or a fourth of it, I'll say, because there's like the 3/4 is really dark, is like a little bit lit. And then you walk into pure darkness and die. Except for the little light that was all the way down at my house. So, we hear these voices like coming onto the freaking left of us. And we're like, oh my God, whisper, like, what if we get caught? What if these people come up and kill us? What if they see us? What if we get murdered? Oh my God, what is happening? So, we're like walking, like, really quietly. We're trying to like walk fast, but like be really quiet. And we're like freaking out. Like, our hearts are like, da-dun, 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 da-dun. And then we hear this, and like a bottle breaks. And we ran. We just bolted. We were like, nope, not today, Satan. I'm sorry, canceling plans. And we bolted. Like, there were some crazy men in that creek, and we were not about to die. So, we ran. We just ran. It's freaking pitch black. We're running because we're like, Jesus, help us get home safely. And next thing I know, we hear like this freaking, it sounded like something was running on the gravel at us. And I was like, it's probably a coyote that's going to kill us right now and maul us to death and we're all going to die. Well, we're running. We got this thing like jiggling around and it's like, I think we had stuff in it. I don't know. I might have put my phone in there and there was like a blanket maybe. And so it's like, and like the thing's only getting closer. Like it's getting louder and we're just like yelling at this point because it's like, might as well. And then all these giant like dog-like creatures to like run up to us, and that's when I realized it was all 6 of our dogs that we owned and they were off that day. And I was like, it's okay guys, we're not gonna die. But it was a very scary moment because there was still like a cornfield up because it was still October, so it's still up. And it was like, we saved our butts that time. And that, my friends, is the story of our crazy catnapping days and how we tried to steal a cat and failed, and then we heard creepy guys in the creek and almost died because of our dogs. And they're all like golden labs, so they were like huge. And so I was like, oh God, oh Lord Jesus, like, help us please. But yeah, we survived, thank goodness gracious, still friends. And we rocked it. Okay, so that's the end of that crazy story. I hope you guys like it. And also, just a little side note, I think y'all should check out my other social medias, which will be linked in the description. And I'll see if that, yeah. Till next time, guys. See you on Sunday.